Hi, everyone, and welcome to Connected Minds, real conversations where business, technology, and innovation meet and where ideas turn into impact. I am Ajay Chandran Jay Chandrasekharan working at Zora, and over the years, I have been fortunate to work across different domains from insurtech to fintech to connected vehicles and in different countries with various cultures. That journey taught me that there's never just one way of building or leading. Every domain, every culture, every perspective adds something unique. What I have always loved most is connecting with people, hearing those different perspectives, learning how others solve problems, and bringing those insights together. That's really the spark behind this podcast. I thought, why not create a space where we can have those conversations out loud, not just for me to learn, but all of us to learn together. That's how Connected Minds came to life. And I wanted to start close to home. So, for our very first episode, I am joined by my colleague at Zora, Priyanka Arora. From here, in the upcoming episodes, we will bring in leaders and experts from across the industry to keep building on those conversations. In this series, you will hear a mix of strategy, stories, and future focused conversations from the people shaping what's next. Today, for our very first episode, I am joined by someone who has been at the heart of payments innovation, Priyanka Arora, product leader at Zora Payments. Before Zora, Priyanka's career journey spanned both startups and scale ups, from taking products from zero to one all the way to scaling them globally. That gives her a unique lens. She knows what it takes to build fast, adapt quickly, and then scale with discipline. Priyanka is deeply passionate about how AI is shaping the future of product management. Priyanka, welcome and thank you for helping us launch Connected Minds.
Thanks, Ajay. That was kind, and I'm excited to be here. To add to that, what really drives me is simplifying complexities. In payments, that helps businesses expand globally without being slowed down by regulations, integrations, or fragmented systems. And lately, I have been exploring how AI can help that job not just faster, but smarter.
Haha, I love that. Simplifying the complexity feels like the unofficial job description for every PM I know. So let's start there, Priyanka. What are some of the biggest shifts you have seen in how product management works today versus when you started?
When I look back, I see three big shifts in product management. The first shift was functional. So when I started, product managers were seen as project coordinators or system thinkers, making sure delivery happened on time, workflows were efficient, execution stayed on track. Second shift was rise of data. Earlier decisions were intuition heavy. Today, PM are expected to back trade offs with real time data and customer insights. Data didn't just improve decision making, it unlocks the next phase of growth. And suddenly, success wasn't about shipping features, it was about adoption, engagement, and proving measurable impact. Third shift was the customer lens. PM had to think globally but act locally. Whether it's enabling UPI in India or real-time payments in US, tailoring products to local markets became critical to scale. And now we are at the beginning of another shift powered by AI. AI is not about replacing PM judgment, but augmenting it. So, evolution has been clear from coordinators to data driven growth drivers to customer centric clarity creators. And now with AI, we have a powerful lever to do all of that faster and better.
That's great, Priyanka. Okay, let's go deeper on that. How is AI transforming the way product managers think about product development? And let me ask this blunt question: Is AI really real, Priyanka?
Oh, definitely. AI is real, but it's not a magic. For PMs, it's less about replacing judgment and more about elevating how we work across product lifecycle. So, for example, in discovery, AI helps speed market research. Instead of spending days scanning reports, tools like ChatGPT can summarize trends, competitor strategies, and regulations update in minutes. Now, in definition, where we translate these ideas into product requirements, AI can draft PRDs, acceptance criteria, even generate test cases. That means we start with something tangible much faster and refine it with our own judgment. In design phase, here is what it gets really exciting. In the past, creating a clickable prototype might take designer a week of efforts. Today, tools like Lovable or Figma AI plugins can generate these design flows within an hour. Even with the tools like Midjourney can spin visual concepts that spark stakeholder conversations. And suddenly, what you realize is that you can validate idea, test user flows, and get early feedbacks way earlier in the cycle. And in delivery, AI even extend that leverages from tools like GitHub Copilot that accelerate coding to AI-driven QA that automatically generates regression tests and edge cases. But real breakthrough is pattern recognition, not necessarily about customers, but broad product and market landscape. AI helps surfacing human might miss, like spotting emerging themes across industries, identifying gap in competitor offerings, or even predicting adoption challenge when entering a new market. So across the life cycle, from discovery to delivery, AI act as a force multiplier. It gives us speed, it replaces judgment. PMs still need to ask right questions, balance trade-off, bring clarity to the team. So I'll just sum it up in one line, Ajay. AI won't replace PMs, but PM who use AI replace those who don't.
Okay, I think that's a mic drop right there. AI won't replace PMs, but PMs who use AI will replace those who don't. I love that, Priyanka. And it makes me want to go deeper further because if AI is now woven into every stage of the product lifecycle, the way you just laid it out, what does that mean for the skills of a modern product manager? What's the muscle we need to build today so we don't get left behind tomorrow?
Great question, Ajay. Because if AI is changing how we build product, it's also changing the skills PM need to thrive. For me, first is prompting and curiosity. Just like we have always asked the right question of customers, now we need to learn how to ask right questions of AI tools. A well framed prompt can surface insights or draft in minutes that might take days. Second is deep research. This is becoming a real differentiator. AI is great at surfacing information quickly, but PM still needs to look at skills to go beyond surface level answers, to validate resource connecting dots across industries and spot second order effect. So I'll give you an example. When exploring payments in new markets, AI can draft a quick landscape of regulations and competitor. But it's deep research, digging into regulatory papers, central bank updates, case studies that helps me separate a signal from a noise and shape strategies. So a PM who can combine AI-driven speed with rigorous research discipline will have a huge edge. Third one is data literacy. We don't need to be data scientists, but we do need to understand how models are trained, where bias creeps in, and how to interrogate numbers critically. That what makes us incredible when making trade-offs. And the fourth and the last one is storytelling and influence. AI can generate drafts, slides, design mock-up, but it can't align people. This is still on us taking research, data, AI generated draft, and weaving them into a story that wins trust and gets the team moving. So the best of the future PMs won't be AI savvy, they will be hybrid. Curious prompt engineering, rigorous research, data literate thinkers, and storytellers.
I really like that framing, Priyanka, especially the part about deep research. It's easy to think A gives us everything, but what you're saying is that the real edge comes from combining the speed with rigor. And I also like how you tied it back to storytelling because at the end of the day, product managers aren't just analysts, right? We are clarity creators. We connect the dots so teams can move with confidence. So let me push you on that. Since you have seen both startups and scale ups, how do you see AI playing differently in those contexts? Is it just about speed, or does it actually change the way you think about building products depending on where the company is in its journey, Priyanka?
That's actually a good question because the way AI shows up in startup versus scale up is very different. In startup, the biggest challenge is speed and resources constraint, and you are trying to go from zero to one with a very small team size. That's where AI feels like a superpower. You can generate design flows in hours, draft PRDs overnight, and even mock up landing pages without needing a full design or a content team. So it's lowered the cost of experimentation, which means you can test out 10 ideas instead of just two and find a product market fit much faster. Now, when we come into the scale ups, challenge shift, you already have a customer, revenue, and system, but and complexity multiplies. Now, AI is less about scraping speed, more about leverage and clarity. So, for example, you might use AI to detect inefficiencies across processes, generate regression testing at scale, surface patterns across market to guide expansion. This helps to cut down the noise and keep team aligned and move faster. So I would say in startups, AI is a scrapey builder that helps you punch above your weight. And in scale ups, AI is a clarity amplifier that helps you tame complexity without slowing down your case. But in both the cases, it just doesn't replace PM judgment. It gives us more leverage to focus on decisions that really matters.
All right, Priyanka, let me wrap with this. You have talked about product managers evolving from coordinators to clarity creators, and now A being the new lever. If you had one piece of advice for product managers listening today, who want to future proof their careers, what would it be?
I would say stay curious, keep experimenting. The tools will keep changing. 5 years from now, AI stack might look completely different, but the PMs who will thrive are the ones who are willing to try new things, question assumption, combine it with rigor and imagination. So play with AI, yes, but also sharpen the timeless skills, deep research, clear storytelling, sound judgment, because those are the anchors that make all the new tools meaningful. So to summarize and put it in one line, don't just chase the future of product management, help shaping it.
Priyanka, this has been fantastic. Thanks for helping us launch Connected Minds. I love how you frame the product manager's role as shifting from solution provider to clarity creator, and how AI is giving us new ways to work smarter and not just faster. And I really like the way you tied the startup 0 to 1 mindset with scaling, and how AI now accelerates both ends of that journey. And that's a wrap on our very first episode of Connected Minds. Today was just the start, the beginning of many conversations where business, technology, and innovation collide to spark new ideas. If something you heard today made you think differently, share it with a friend or a colleague, because the more minds we connect, the bigger the impact we can create. I'm Ajay, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and keep building with purpose.